President Trump seemingly passing out pardons to heroes of the far right almost as eagerly as Oprah once gifted Pontiacs to suburban moms.
We're also tracking new fallout tonight after President Obama broke a record for the most acts of clemency granted in a single day. On Monday, the president granted 231 pardons and commutations, including 49 for individuals who'd been convicted of firearms offenses among their other charges. An interesting move for a president who has campaigned against firearms for years.
As Oprah once gifted Pontiacs to suburban moms.
President Obama pardoned more criminals and convicted terrorists than any president in U.S. history, including a crack dealer who went on to murder 3 victims immediately after being released.
As Oprah once gifted Pontiacs to suburban moms.
This is from the White House. President Obama granted clemency to 231 federal inmates. That's the most in a single day by any president in U.S. history.
With the stroke of a pen, President Obama cut short the prison sentences for 46 federal inmates across the country, making the case that their harsh punishments never fit their crimes.
I believe that at its heart, America is a nation of second chances, and I believe these folks deserve their second chance.
Dinesh D'Souza, by the way, was prosecuted by former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, whom you may remember was fired by President Trump. And Bharara, like Comey, has emerged as a critic of President Trump, particularly in how President Trump, in Bharara's and Comey's view, constantly is trying to undermine the rule of law.
And of course, Dinesh D'Souza responded favorably to this news with a tweet that read as follows: "Karma is a bitch." And then he specifically went after the prosecutor who had prosecuted him, Preet Bharara, wanted to destroy a fellow Indian American to advance his career. Then he got fired, and I got pardoned. Karma is a bitch.
After all, critics and analysts also note that there seems to be a theme emerging with all these patterns and pardons and potential pardons, the theme being that the U.S. government is treating people unfairly. That was the explanation given by the president for his pardon of Dinesh D'Souza today. Quote, he was treated very unfairly. Of Blagojevich today, quote, I thought that he was treated unfairly. Of Martha Stewart, quote, I think to a certain extent Martha Stewart was harshly and unfairly treated. Earlier this year, President Trump said of Scooter Libby, quote, I have heard that he has been treated unfairly. And of Sheriff Joe Arpaio, once convicted of criminal contempt of court by continuing to racially profile Latinos, but the very first pardon that President Trump gave out last August, quote, I thought he was treated unbelievably unfairly. Unfairly. The question, is President Trump preparing to pardon others? Maybe people he knows even better than apprentice cast members for being treated, quote, unfairly.
Look at the way I've been treated lately, especially by the media. No politician in history, and I say this with great surety, has been treated worse or more unfairly.
Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does